Hello everyone. As you can probably hear, it is a little bit windy and rainy outside. We've been having really bad storms here in Queensland, Australia, and a little bit of flooding, so that's fun for everyone. However, this video is not about weather, otherwise you'd all be asleep by now. It is about me clearing up some stuff about my muscular dystrophy. Now, to me, my MD didn't warrant a video like this. But since I discussed it in my atheist coming out video in the collaboration, I've had lots of questions and a few people are getting a few things mixed up. So I thought I would clear and clarify some things for those who aren't sure what muscular dystrophy is, or are interested, or don't give a crap but just want to listen to the rain and an Australian accent for a little while. Now, a lot of people get mixed up with MD and MS. I suffer from MD, muscular dystrophy. MS is multiple sclerosis, and that attacks your nerves, whilst muscular dystrophy attacks your muscles. I don't think one is better or worse than the other, seeing as though they both come in varying degrees. Speaking of degrees, everyone who suffers from muscular dystrophy suffers differently. There is no prognosis. A doctor can't say to me, look, in 5 years you won't be able to move anything. It could be 50 years, or it could be 6 months from now. So it's kind of all up in the air regarding what your life's going to be like. But I think that's a good thing, because if someone were to tell me, look, in 6 months you're not going to be able to lift your own head, then I would freak out and not feel very good. So maybe it's a good thing not knowing. It is a genetic disease, so don't worry people. You can sit close to me or even touch me and you won't catch it. Each parent needs to have a recessive gene, so that every time they have a child, there's a 25% chance of that child having muscular dystrophy. I'm one of 4 children, and I'm the only one with muscular dystrophy, so I guess I hit the jackpot. Muscular dystrophy is quite rare, you could say, in the grand scheme of disabilities that are out there. It mostly occurs in boys, which is strange because I'm hopefully, obviously, not a boy. It's kind of rare for it to hit women, so yay. What else? It affects pretty much everything from the neck down. So I will never lose my voice, thank God, otherwise life would not be worth living if I could not chatter or chew someone's ear off. So yeah, it basically affects the main muscles of your body by the proteins breaking down faster than usual and basically rendering them just kind of weak and useless. And it also gives weird looks to your body. If you looked at me normally, you wouldn't know that I have it. But when I start pointing out little things, like I have weird angular shoulder bones, they're called angel wings for those who like to dress up their disease by calling it cute things. So I have really bony shoulder blades. Not much fat, well, not much muscle, so therefore quite skinny. And most of what my body is fat because my muscle is wasting away. So I'm quite skinny because I have no muscle, really. So you might think that's a good thing, but I think I'd rather have muscles than be skinny. It doesn't affect cognitive functioning in any way, so it's not going to affect my intelligence or wit or anything like that. However, it is somewhat correlated and associated with mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, and obsessive-compulsive disorder, which I have found to be somewhat correct. It was explained to me in terms of, okay, look, your muscles are wasting away. You don't have any control over that. However, you do have control over colour-coding everything. So that is what I do. And there are certain things that I don't like being messed with. I like my own company, my own things, my own bathroom, my own bed. I get quite freaked out when I have to stay in a hotel room or something like that that I'm not comfortable with. So little bits of OCD do come out a little bit, but not to the extent that I need professional help for. It's kind of just a thing that comes with not having any control over your own health or life, so you project that control onto something else. Mobility and independence does get harder. I find it quite amusing that throughout all my videos, my wheelchair, see it right there, let's have a look at it. You can see it just under my arm there. See the wheel there? My wheelchair has been sitting behind me the whole time. I've somewhat learnt how to hide it, but when you're out in the real world and not behind a camera, it's hard to hide a chair with giant wheels. So mobility is hard. I need to get driven everywhere. Obviously I can't drive. Being independent is really hard, and it can get upsetting sometimes when you are a young adult and you want to go out and do whatever you want and do whatever young adults want to do these days, and you're limited to how long you can stay out because your muscles get sore. How fair it is to ask the person who is driving you around how long you want to stay out. So it does get hard, but I suppose if I didn't do that, I'd be stuck in my bedroom all day, which you don't want, because then you get into the depressive cycle. So yeah, there are some pretty sucky components to MD. My favourite comment from after I revealed it on my atheist collaboration video was, "Do you have legs?" Yes, I have legs. My body is anatomically correct in every way except for the kind of fudged upness of the muscles inside. So as I said, looking at me you wouldn't guess, but I think you would guess if I had no legs. And I'd probably make mention of the fact that I had no legs. Anyway, I thought I'd just clear up a few things, maybe add a little bit more information for those who don't know. Please, if you do go and Google it, don't, it's hard to explain. Take everything with a grain of salt, because a lot of websites out there will say, most MD sufferers don't live past the age of 30. Now, I have a different strain of it, which means that it won't necessarily affect my longevity. So as long as I keep healthy, I should live to a reasonably old age. So please don't freak out if you go and look for it out of interest and find that most of the doctors say that I'll be dead before 30, because I won't. Hopefully not. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that answered some of the questions. If you have any, don't be afraid to post them or Twitter me at fearblandness or message me, because I would much rather people know about it rather than assume things, because assuming things makes people really embarrassed when they get it wrong, makes me angry when they assume wrong things about me, and it's just easier to ask and I'm happy to answer. So yeah, just thought I'd make a little info video. Thanks guys.